Once again, I welcome you to my channel. There has been many factors that make student visa to be rejected by Western embassies, which on this video, if you pay attention very carefully, I'm going to guide you through and tell you some common mistakes that result to student visa rejection in most of Western embassies, which include. But first of all, be in mind that even if when you have secured an admission into any higher institution or university in abroad, maybe America, Canada, any country in Europe, it is not guaranteed. Even when you have paid your tuition fee and they are giving you an acceptance letter, everything that you need to go to the embassy to obtain for a visa. Remember that you need a visa to travel to that country, except if your passport is visa free to that country. That is where it is easy for you. But as long as you needed visa to travel to that country, there are mistakes that you make during your visa interview that may result in rejecting your visa, and the embassy have every right to reject your student visa. Does not mean because you have paid tuition fee that you will pressurize them for them to issue you visa. If you did not do the needful, the thing that needed to be done, they will deny you visa. But pay attention as I will guide you through to some of most common mistake. It's very simple, but always that people make that mistake and result to visa rejection. One of those mistakes is lack of sufficient fund. Reason: failure to demonstrate enough proof that you can cover your tuition and the living expenses over there, that you have paid. Some people have used this medium. When they get into the country, you cannot even see them in the school again. They may come 1 day, 2 days, and they disappear into thin air. But those countries have strongly give instruction to their embassies to a kind of screen the applicant very well, because once you are granted student visa, one is coming with work permit. Some countries will allow you to come with your family members who can reside with you along while you go to school, and you also be doing some jobs to able to sustain yourself. So if you fail to prove a reason that you have sufficient fund to take care of your tuition fee, it's not that one you pay that will carry you throughout the whole duration of your stay there. They want to believe that you can able to finance yourself and they take care of you and the other dependents that wanted to follow you to go to that country. So lack of sufficient fund can lead one for visa rejection. So what is the thing that you will do to avoid this mistake? You need to show that you have reliable source of income and also detailed bank statement. These are the things that you will do that will convince the VO to issue you with the visa. Number two is lack of strong tie to your home country. These are very, very strong reason why they will reject your student visa application. Remember, in this video, we are dealing on student visa. I will continue to deal with other type of visas so that you will know the reasons why they are rejecting your visa application when you apply for a particular visa in any Western embassy. As I said, lack of strong home tie. Reason: not providing enough evidence that you have intention of going back to your home country after your study. So these are the things. And what are the things that you will do to avoid this thing? You need to showcase that the tie you have in your home country is very strong, like properties, or even tell them your future plans you have for your country after you have finished studying in their country. When you return back to your home country, that you have plan A, plan B, plan C. You are going to establish what you studied. This is what you have already put, plans you have put down in your country, maybe with your company or with your parents or with your family. These are the issues that you have put. You have drawn the plan very well for them so that they will know that you have genuine reason to go to their country and acquire that certificate and that technical know-how, which will help you to establish in your home country, that you don't have any intention of staying back after your duration of your studies have elapsed. So these are the second reason that I will give you. The third reason is inadequate documentation. Most of the times, many people present inadequate documentation, inaccurate and incomplete documentation. So you must present accurate and well-arranged documentation. Your documents need to be arranged very well. You make sure that when you are filling your application form, you double check everything to make sure that you did not omit anything or you did not fill wrong information. If you have applied for any visa before and you were rejected, there's room for it for you to answer whether you have been rejected visa by any embassy. You need to make known to them that yes, you have been rejected visa by this embassy. These are the reasons why they give you, because they are going to find it out by themselves. They have the way of knowing before even the interview. They have studied your case file, they have studied your application process to see if they have rejected you visa before. Especially, for example, if you are applying for Canada where you do not have one-on-one interview with the VO, they do background check to able to ascertain that you are law-abiding, that you have not committed any kind of fraud or any kind of criminal something intention before. These are the things. If you have been convicted of anything or there's something that you know that will stand against you for your visa not to be issued, knowing how much you have already spent in processing your student visa application. So you need to state everything. Make sure that honesty is the key word so you can able to get it right when it comes the time of your visa interview at the embassy. The last one I will give you, okay, how are you going to avoid this thing? Double check that all the documents you have are filled correctly. You fill it everything. Those that need to be stamped need to be stamped, and everything that need to be legalized need to be legalized, or translated need to be translated if need arise. Then the last point I will give you is poor interview performance. Reason: failure to answer question correctly and confidently. These are where key areas where people have failed in their interview. When you begin to answer question and answer with shivering, you are not answering confidently, you are not answering with boldness, you are not answering with sure. You begin to answer as if you are gazing or you are afraid. You don't need to be afraid. You must know what you want, because even when you are at school in your country, you are not afraid to answer your teacher question. So when the teacher asks you a question, you answer it with confidence that you know what you are answering. So this is exactly the same thing that applies at the embassy. So you must answer correctly and answer it with the confidence that you know exactly what you are saying, and you know where you are going, and you know what you are going there to do. So any question that asks you, remember, must come from the form which you have already filled in and submitted to them. So based on it, they will ask you question on that. So confidence, boldness, and the self-esteem, self-confidence in you. You trusted yourself. You don't need to be stammering so that you will get it right. How are you going to avoid this thing? You need to practice answering interview questions. Practice it. Meet experts who will, lead you and guide you on how you will answer confidently. Remember, 2 minutes is enough for you to get your visa approved as long as student visa is concerned. One, you know the school that you are going. One, you know how much you have paid, who is sponsoring your trip. You have bank statement and everything to support yourself. Where are you going to stay? Which course are you going to do there? You have filled all these things. So these are the things that you need. See that the answer is in your application form. So you need to study all these things very well, and they have an academic background, and they state your future plans. You need to state your future plan, what you will do. Of course, no one will ask you if you are going to pick up job in the country as long as student visa is concerned. As I said before, most student visas come with work permit. So this is what you are going to do to make sure that you get your student visa approved. And this is where we are going to come to the end of this video. If you have any question to ask, just drop it at the comments. We are going to pick it up there, and I promise you we are going to get back to you. If you have anything to ask us there. We will respond to you. If you want us to prepare you for the interview and other things, also drop it there. We will pick it up from you. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavor. See you in my next video.